Well, it's 2025. I'm out here with my brother today at the Firefly working on some habitat. Specifically today we're doing some thinning in our CRP planting. We got 8 acres of that and cutting and treating some invasive species as well. We got honeysuckle and some oriental bittersweet. So getting after it. We'll see what things look like once we get in there. I'm out here on our Firefly 40 in Iowa working on some habitat, and specifically today I'm trying to work on this CRP 8 acres. We got to do thinning and cut and treat honeysuckle invasive, so gonna get after it and see how much I can get done today. It's really looking nice. These trees were planted 26 years ago and they just did really well, so they're too close together. We need to get them thinned out a bit. And while we're at it, we get the invasives as well. So it's a cold day today and keep moving to stay warm and get some work done.
All right, go play. Go play. Go play the squirrel.
pretty much what I'm doing is kind of just going down each row, and basically one rule you can go off of, if a tree's 5 inches in diameter, take that times 2, it would be 10. So 10 feet between that tree and the next tree is one rule, or 6 inches, it'd be 12 feet. 6-inch diameter tree. Otherwise you kind of just use your best judgment. How much spacing do you want? In this case, we'll also look at what your goal is. We're kind of going for more acorn production rather than timber production, so we'd rather than be spaced maybe a little more. But also I take into consideration I can come back next year, in 5 years or 10 years, and thin some more. So for now I'm kind of doing an in-between. You can see some of the trees here, there's a little more gap, and the trees have a little more branching to them. They'll more than likely produce more acorns in the future, but so kind of just going down each row and picking. If they're super close, I'm going to pick one of them and cut it. And occasionally there's just a couple that I'm hinging over, as you can see, keeping it alive for a few years, and then I'll come back and flush cut it at some point. But for now, there's, like I said, just going down each row, but there's a lot of really nice white oaks in this area that are doing really well. Kind of pan around for you to see it again.
to roll.
These are all 26 years old. And it used to be an old hayfield and just did not have the best soil, so decided to enroll it in a program. And I'd say that was a pretty smart decision. Overall, it turned out really well. Came through here and did some thinning. And on the walnuts a little bit of pruning while I was at it. Some of these lower limbs. Walk a little faster. Pretty well getting done with the thinning project in there. Had to cut and treat all the invasives, and then 30% of the trees when they were closer, like these are still young and not doing as well down here, so I didn't have to cut as many down here. Pretty. And head back the other way. Here's a good look at it. Ooh, the sky is really pretty right now. Walnut, red oak. Got lots of trails, which is nice. The previous owner had quite a few, and we'll probably continue to keep those up. It's nice to have access around the property for multiple reasons. So, cleared this off the other day. Lots of firewood to go around and get when we have time. Kind of fun having those oaks mixed in there, where they hold their leaves a little bit. If I had time, I would start working in this area. Super cool. Has some real big oaks, and an elm right there. But big oaks and walnuts and poplars. I like to get rid of this honeysuckle and treat it. It's just a cool little area in here. So obviously that's not in the CRP. Those oaks have been there for 150 years or so. But this is kind of the line between the two. You can see on the back there, you see the taller trees. That's not in CRP. It kind of pinches down here. We're at the pinch point where it makes a C. And yeah, really looking good. Did all the work, but I haven't really come back to actually look at it and see how it was coming along. Really neat spot here. So I did cut out a lot of the river birch out of the tree planting, just because they really shouldn't be in there. Rather see these white oaks do well. But I did leave this one. Oh, we'll see how long it'll stay, but kind of a neat tree, so did leave it for now. Quite a bit of cutting to do over here at some point. It's just fun seeing how well these did. Love white oaks. There's a big honeysuckle I cut and treated. Yikes. Big walnut there. Good look at it there. Pretty cool. A lot of trees in there. Honestly, I still I think they're plenty close, but like I said, I'll follow up in years to come. The forester kind of advised starting with the 30% and always can go more in the future, which I agree. I think that's smart. And see how they keep doing. Then it switches to bur oaks right up through there. Here's the bur oaks. They're just doing really well. Walnuts mixed in. Excuse me, that were not planted. You can see the size of that. A lot of them in that 6, 7, 5-inch range. See how many we thinned out as well. Birch tree there. Let's go this way. Gonna be another pretty sunset tonight. Oh, this is the corner of the tree planting right here then. Oh, right here. Oh, this is the project right up here. I started the other day as well. So everything that way is the 8-acre CRP. So here's the pines, which are fun to have. Kind of starts to be a south-facing hill right here. Leads down. Every night we hear owls up in here, and that never gets old. So let's see. Go take this path up here. We'll walk through the middle, top middle of the tree planting. I'll show you a little more of that. This trail leads back towards the bottom there. Come here, Parker. Sure where my dog went. Lots of young walnuts along here, some elms, some big oaks. There's about 1.5 acres here that juts into the tree planting they planted around it. Come, Parker! Come on! Get my glove out of the way there. Oh, good boy. What were you doing? Oh, cedars, some pine, walnut, and big bur oaks on the right there. Let's pop in here and we'll cut across the middle. Another trail that goes down that way. Dude, kind of fun coming through here. I'll lead back down into the bottom. See this way, bud. All these beautiful bur oaks right in here. This is what I wanted to show you. Lots of birds. Yeah, of course, there's more deer back there. Going the other way. Kind of a fun tree. Just been struggling. They're all the same age. 26, 26. Oh, it's different species. Yeah, this is just a fun spot. Neat seeing how well they did. You see the thinning here. Some of these oaks will re-sprout and provide some browse for the deer. That one's probably 10 to 12 inches already. Girdled the one pine, left the other. Kind of see how that works. Kind of out of the wind now. Feels good. Big pine out here on the corner. Had a little more sunlight. Got a lot of bitter nuts, as I mentioned earlier, but right here we have a butternut, which is pretty cool. Not the nicest tree, but I think we have 5 or 6 of them throughout here, so cut the trees around it just to give it a chance. See what it does. Really pretty sky. Another trail here. This is the edge of the tree planting then again. Everything on the right and everything on the left is the mature woods. So we'll go back up this way. Pine. Got a tree to clear off here at some point. They mixed some walnuts in the pine planting, which is nice because I think these are Scotch pines and they're kind of dying off. So worked out well to get the walnuts growing nice and straight.